What is up, guys? I'm back with another Amazon video, and in this video I'm going to be talking about all the possible level 1 roles you could be assigned to while you're working as an Amazon warehouse associate. There's surprisingly quite a few, and some of you guys have requested in the comment section that I talk about them, so I will. Also, this video is going to be tailored specifically towards an Amazon fulfillment center, which is where I work. So if you guys work at or are planning to work at an Amazon delivery station or sortation center or one of the Amazon fresh warehouses, the processes that I will be describing won't be exactly the same. But yeah, I'm going to do the best that I can in explaining to you guys all the possible level 1 positions during the entire process for any given Amazon product. From the time an item enters the fulfillment center to the time a customer places an order on the item and to the time the item gets shipped outside of the warehouse. And to help show you guys the entire process, I'm going to be using my lava lamp as an example. And you're going to see exactly what my lava lamp goes through while inside of the building. But before I get started on my lamp's journey, I just want to let you guys know that there's a small chance that I might forget a role or two during the process. I don't think it'll happen, but if it does, feel free to let me know in the comments. But yeah, with that being said, let's get my lamp's journey started. Alright, so the first phase of the entire process takes part on the docks. So the first thing that happens inside of an Amazon fulfillment center is that the huge 18-wheel Amazon trucks that you see on the highways, they're each carrying thousands of items inside of them, and they all pull up to the unloading docks at my fulfillment center. From here, my lamp is somewhere inside of this trailer, and then there will be level 1 associates waiting for the truck to pull up to start unloading all the packages off the trailer and onto a small conveyor belt. After this, there's going to be some other associates that will be taking these packages off of the conveyor and then stacking them onto a pallet. And these associates will be taking these packages and then putting them as close together as possible onto the pallets, kind of like Tetris, just so that the pallet space being used is optimized. Then once the pallet is stacked and full, all the packages that are on top of the pallet will be taped together so they don't fall apart as you're transporting the pallet across the warehouse. So next, with my lamp somewhere on this pallet, the pallet is then taken to either the freight lift, which is like a huge elevator that moves slowly and is designed to only carry heavy items, or the pallet is then stored in this huge storage area inside of the warehouse by associates who drive forklifts. But for the purposes of this video, let's just assume that my lamp is a hot commodity, so it will not be taken to storage because it's expected that a customer will place an order on it soon. So now, with the pallet holding my lamp going up the freight lift, this takes us to the second phase of the process. Alright, so in phase 2, after going up the freight lift, the pallet is then transported by employees known as water spiders. And these water spiders' jobs is to just take these pallets that are constantly being brought up by the freight lift from the docks and transporting these pallets to the stowers. So now, this is where my role comes into play because, as you guys know, I'm a stower. So after the water spiders bring me the pallet, they're going to cut off all the tape that's holding all the packages together. And then I'm going to begin putting all of these packages onto these robotic pods, kind of like storing away items for inventory purposes. I won't really go into much more detail about stowing because I have a video showing exactly what I do as a stower inside of the building. But in the same areas where the stowers work, there are also people called problem solvers. And these workers are basically there in case that an item is not scanning, or it's broken, or something else is preventing it from being stored inside of the robotic pods. And yeah, that's really all they do. They walk around with a cart and a computer on top with a lot of extra barcode stickers usually, and overall it doesn't seem too hard. But yeah, so at this point, my lamp has been stowed onto a robotic pod and it's sitting there somewhere inside of the warehouse. And I'll put an image up here on the screen, but as you guys can see, there's literally thousands of these pods inside of the warehouse, each holding hundreds of items just waiting there for a customer order. So my lamp is now on a pod surrounded by thousands that look just like it. And what happens next is that there's actually another role called a counter who basically just counts all the items that are within each section of a pod. I'm not too sure why this counter role exists, but my guess is that Amazon wants to make sure that there are no missing items in each section of the pod. Because this can be a problem in the future if an item is ordered but it's not actually there. Maybe because an item had fallen out while the pod was moving, or the system miscounted how many items a stower put onto that section of the pod. But yeah, that's what the counter role will do. It's not that hard, it's just really repetitive like a lot of the other Amazon warehouse jobs. And from here, my lamp will continue to sit on this pod until it's bought. So let's just say I'm a customer and I'm shopping on the Amazon.com website and I click buy on this specific lamp. What happens now is that the pod my lamp is on will know that an item has been bought, So it will drive itself to a picking station where another level 1 associate known as a picker will be told via computer what item to take off of the pod. After the picker takes my lamp off of the pod, they're going to put it inside of a yellow crate, and the yellow crate is going to be taken away via a conveyor. So now the yellow crate that's holding my lamp is riding on this huge conveyor belt across the entire warehouse. And honestly, it's actually incredible just how big this conveyor system is, because think of it like this. I stand 6 feet tall, and there are these conveyor belts that are maybe 6 inches above my head at any given hallway inside of the warehouse. And they're just moving and moving these yellow crates across the warehouse directly above your head. And all of these conveyors are connected together, so I think it's really fascinating to see in person how it all works as one. But yeah, now that my lamp has been bought and it's traveling on a conveyor belt across the warehouse, this takes us into the final phase of my lamp's journey. Alright guys, so it just started pouring outside, so I had to come inside because of the audio. And I'm not really at home right now, so for the remainder of this video, there will not be any more lamp appearances. But I'm gonna have an image of a lamp somewhere over here that I'm gonna be referring to during the video. But yeah, now with phase 1 and phase 2 completed, we're now into the final stage, phase 3. So in this final phase, after my lamp has taken a ride across the fulfillment center, the conveyors bring my lamp as well as all of the other ordered products to the packers. And these packers have their own dedicated section within the fulfillment center, just like the pickers and the stowers do. And at least at my location, they have the packers working on the 3rd floor. So when I work on the 4th floor, as you guys saw in my day in the life video, I can look down and see all of these packers putting these ordered items into boxes. And then I see them seal these Amazon packages and send them off. So for my lamp specifically, it's gonna go into the hands of a packer, and then this packer will choose the correct size package for my lamp, and then they will take my lamp and put it inside of the package, and then they'll tape up the box and then send it off. And this is where I'm a little bit unsure of what happens next, because I'm not too sure how they send off each item, since I can't really get a good view of the packing stations from the floor above. But my guess is after the product is inside of the box and it's sealed off, they put these boxes back onto the conveyor belt, and then the conveyor will take these customer orders off to the final destination within the fulfillment center. And that would be to the outbound docks. And these outbound docks are basically the reverse of the inbound docks. So if you're working in the outbound docks, instead of taking packages off of the 18-wheel Amazon trailers, you'll be taking the package customer order off of the conveyor belt and onto the trailers. And you'll just be stacking these customer orders onto the trailer until it's full. And if you're working here, just like an inbound, there are no rates that you need to hit, unlike picking, stowing, or packing does. So I think it's less stressful overall, but there's definitely a trade-off. Because when you're on the docks, you're going to be involved in more physical labor as compared to stowing, picking, or packing. And this is because you're going to be going up and down the trailer to get packages, and then stacking or taking down these boxes within the trailer. And some of these boxes might be a lot heavier than others. But yeah, that's really it for the docks. One of the good things about working on the docks is that you're going to be on the 1st floor. So your walk to the break room or to your car will be a lot faster than someone like me who works on the 4th floor in the back of the warehouse. And so with my lamp ordered, packaged, and now stacked somewhere within an 18-wheel Amazon trailer, this has sadly brought us to the end of my lava lamp's journey, at least at a fulfillment center. From here, it's going to be driven to a sortation center where an entirely different process is going to take place. And then after that, it's going to head over to a delivery station, and then it's going to come to me, the one who ordered it. I personally don't really know what goes on inside of a sortation center or a delivery station, but I do have a general idea based on what Gio told me when I had an interview with him a little while ago. Gio has worked in a sortation center and a delivery station in the past. So if you guys are interested in learning a little bit more about what goes on inside of a sortation center or a delivery station, you can click somewhere over here to see my interview I had with Gio. But yeah, with that being said, if you guys want to see me make a continuation video for my lava lamp's journey at both a sortation center and a delivery station, let me know by hitting the like button. If we get over 1,000 likes on this video, I will reach out to maybe one of you guys who work at a sortation center or at a delivery station to talk about what goes on after an order leaves the fulfillment center. And yeah, not only do I think that it would be pretty cool to have one of you guys come onto the channel to give your own insight about working at a different Amazon warehouse, but I also think it would be nice to see my lamp's journey completed. But yeah, that'll do it for all the possible level 1 positions you could be working at within an Amazon fulfillment center. I'll put a quick diagram on the screen here for you guys just to recap the entire process of an Amazon product inside of my warehouse. And as I said earlier in this video, there are a lot of level 1 positions you could be working, but for your first one, you will not be able to choose. And like I said in previous videos, after working there for a few weeks and doing well at your current role, you can ask your manager to be able to learn a new role if you so choose. And it should be no surprise that Amazon warehouses are as efficient as they are because of these level 1 workers like myself and hundreds of thousands of others across the country. And just making a video like this made me realize how Amazon will continue to dominate the e-commerce world for years to come. The bulk of Amazon's success comes from its ability to be so efficient and to be able to fulfill so many orders day in and day out. So when the bulk of your company's success is coming from the workers who are paid the least, which is at the level 1 position, I don't really see how your company could ever fail. So yeah, that's just my small rant about Amazon. And again, this might have been very obvious to a lot of y'all already, but to me, I have a clearer picture of it all now. Alright guys, so that'll do it for this video. I hope you guys learned a thing or two about what goes on inside of an Amazon fulfillment center. And don't think I forgot to answer the question that I mentioned at the end of my last video about whether I'm still working at Amazon or not. I am very sad and disheartened to say that I am no longer working at Amazon because I'm back at school now. But after staying connected with the Amazon community through you guys on this channel, I have decided that I will be returning to Amazon soon, but only as a part-time worker because I am still in school. But yeah, hopefully you guys like that decision. I really do enjoy answering all of your guys' questions about the Amazon job in the comments, and it was one of my main reasons in deciding to come back. And with that being said, I really do hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want, you can click over here and over here to watch some of my other Amazon videos. And you can click right here to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. The holiday season is coming up kind of quick, so I hope you guys are saving up your PTO hours. But yeah, be on the lookout for more Amazon videos coming soon. And until then, I'll see you guys later.